Good day, everyone. I am April Rose Arap and I am going to report about lysergic acid diethylamide. Lysergic acid diethylamide is a powerful hallucinogenic that is not fatal in itself. It is usually taken orally with sympathomimetic effects within 5 to 10 minutes and psychological effects within 30 to 60 minutes, depending on the dose taken. The effects can last for 8 to 12 hours with a recovery period of 10 to 12 hours. Visual effects such as intensified colors and distorted shapes occur as well as a distortions of hearing. So ang lysergic acid diethylamide ay isang uri ng hallucinogenic drug na nagbabago ng kaisipan, damdamin at pananaw ng isang tao. Ito ay gawa mula sa ergot, isang uri ng fungus na lumalaki sa ilang mga butil. Kilala ang LSD sa kaniyang malakas na epekto sa kaisipan, bilang ang visual hallucination, pagbabago sa pagtansya ng oras, at pagbabago sa pananaw sa realidad. Ito ay itinuturing na isang schedule-controlled substance sa Estados Unidos na nangangahulugang labag sa batas ang paggawa, pagpapamahagi o pagmamay-ari nito ng walang lisensya o reseta. Next is cannabis. So cannabis or marijuana is a tobacco-like greenish or brownish material made of the dried flowering tops and leaves of the cannabis plant. It is usually smoked or taken orally brownies and can make users feel pleasurably relaxed or euphoric. It has modulating properties and is addictive. When smoke, effects occur within a few minutes and last up to 1 hour with low doses or 2 to 3 hours with the higher doses. If it is ingestive, it may take an hour or more to have an effect which can last 12 hours or more. The active component in marijuana, which is tetrahydrocannabinol, activates the brain's reward system in the same way that other drugs of abuse do and causes increased heart rate, dilation of the blood vessels in the white of the eyes, relaxation and dilation of the bronchial passages, and euphoria. So ang cannabis ay isang uri ng halamang may mga chemical na cannabinoids na maaaring gamitin sa recreational o medical na layunin. Ang kilalang cannabinoids ay tetrahydrocannabinol at cannabidiol. Ang THC ang responsable sa high o epekto ng pagkaaliw ng cannabis, habang ang CBD ay kilala sa kanyang mga potensyal na medikal na benepisyo. Ginagamit ang cannabis sa iba't ibang paraan, kabilang ang pagsisigarilyo, pagkain, pag-inom ng mga inuming may cannabis. Ito ay legal sa ilang lugar para sa mga medikal na gumagamit nito, ngunit illegal pa rin sa maraming bansa para sa mga recreational na paggamit. Other effects include dry mouth, ang kanang pag-uga sa imuhang kanang baka kanang maglisod ka o kanang produce og saliva. Next is excessive hunger and thirst, kanang sige ka og kanang gutomon o uhawon. Next is sleepiness, kanang sige ka og kanang katugon. And occasionally dysphoria or anxiety, fear, panic, and paranoia. So kanang mo-atake imong anxiety, kanang dali ka makuratan, kanang kuan kay ka, kanang ratulon kay ka. So mo na mga effect niya. So marijuana is the most widely used illicit drug in the world. It is not known in cause death via direct drug toxicity, but that been detected in the fairly significant number of deaths, particularly those due to overdose of other drugs and violent or accidental deaths. Studies have shown that THC alone impairs driving performance, and the effects are even greater when combined with alcohol. So next is depressants. Depressants, also called donors, are drugs that slow brain function in a progressive manner and are most often used in the treatment of anxiety and sleep disorder. These include sedatives, hypnotics, or sleep-inducing, and anti-anxiety drugs. Depression of the nervous system leads to sedation and relief of anxiety, but because of the This exhibition may initially result in euphoria, excitation, and risk-taking. Physical effects include disorientation, drowsiness, slurred speech, nystagmus, loss of coordination, ataxia, coma, and death. They should not be used in combination with other CNS depressing drugs. At high doses, cerebral depression may occur. The effects are more dangerous when taken with other cerebral depressants such as alcohol. So ang kuano depressants daw is tambal siya sa mga anxiety, sa mga sleep disorder, but at the same time if magrabihan nimo siya og take, pwede ka ma overdose. So na siya mga bad side effect. Among the most common CNS depressants are the following. First is barbiturates used to treat seizures, anxiety, tension, and sleep disorders, particularly dangerous drugs when taken in overdose and cause a physical and psychological dependence. So ang kaning barbiturates no is kanang tambal siya nga kanang gireseta sa doktor para sa mga naay anxiety, naay mga seizures, naay mga kanang sleep disorder. Next is ang benzodiazepines, prescribed to treat anxiety, sleep disorders, and panic attacks. So, the same rin siya sa sa barbiturates nga kanang tambal lang siya sa anxiety o tambal siya sa kanang mga sleep disorder. Then, third is ketamine, used as an anesthetic agent that can be taken intranasally, orally, or by injection. Users can experience a cocaine-like rush with psychological dissociation. So, ang ketamine ay isang uri ng gamot na kadalasang ginagamit bilang anesthetic o pain reliever sa mga medical procedure o sa veterinary medicine. Kanang mga anesthesia, na siya. Mayroon din itong recreational use at kilala bilang isang hallucinogenic drug. Karaniwang ginagamit ang mga ito. So, kaning tulo no ang barbiturates, ang benzodiazepines o ang ketamine is kanang mga ginagamit ang mga ito sa medisina upang mabawasan ang pag-aalala, magpatulog o magpahupa ng pagtigas ng mga kalamanan. Gayunpaman, maaari rin itong abusuhin na nagdudulot ng pagkakadepende at seryosong mga isyu sa kalusugan. So again, no, ang katong tulo is tambal to siya. Pwede to siyang matambal. But if imuha siyang kanang daghanon og take, pwede ka ma-addict ato, dayon pwede ka ma-overdose mo nang naan na sila yung mga side effects. And that would end my topic. Thank you for listening.
So guys, my report is all about alcohol and gamma hydroxyhydrated. So alcohol or ethanol is a clear, flammable liquid and drinks, influenced by how much, what, and who drinks affects CNS. So, chlorine's user might not seem drunk despite high BEC due to tolerance. Drinking too much can lead to dangerous CNS. In depression, alcohol can cause fatal accident due to imperil judgment like falls, burning down, and fire. So, this gamma hydroxyhydrate is a sedative used for different things like bodybuilding and treating stigma. It also used as a date rape drugs. It makes people feel relaxed and erotic, but too much can cause serious problems like unconsciousness or even death.
My topic is about opioids. Opioids are addictive and potentially deadly drugs in which analgesic effect decrease the perception of pain and reaction to pain as well as increase pain tolerance. Ang opioids daw ang mga tambal o makahimo nga makamatay. They are also considered as strong suppressants. Side effects include mental clouding, drowsiness, visual disturbance, sedation, constipation, and a strong sense of euphoria. Severe intoxication can result in respiratory depression and death. Examples of opioids include morphine, heroin, codeine, methadone, and other opiates. Morphine is the major representative of the general group of opioids, which comprise natural opium and a whole series of chemically related derivatives. Heroin is the most obvious and the most fatal. It has no medical use and a high potential for abuse. Side effects: severe itching, brushing, dry mouth, nausea, and vomiting. Yun po sa post-mortem forensic toxicology. In suspected drug and poisoning deaths, the pathologist collects and preserves the specimens for toxicological analysis subsequent to the autopsy. These cases usually involve toxicological scenarios such as drug overdose, homicide by poison, alcohol impairment in an accident or crime, or use of drugs to commit suicide. Toxicological analysis is also required in determining if assertions of self-defense against drug-induced psychotic behavior are plausible, or if drugs were used to incapacitate a victim of a crime, or if a patient was their prescribed medicine, so sometimes the cause of death is unknown, and the toxicologist has to review the case history and investigation to narrow the search for a specific poison.